today, Kevin?
We are going to beat on the Brazen Charger today and see what it wants to do. I've thrown too many parts at it, now I don't know what the car wants.
What are we not going to do?
Hurt anything.
We're going to learn and be gentle.
Yes.
And then go fast next weekend.
Yeah, I'm not looking at setting any records. It's just to see what the car wants to do today.
Heck yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna just make sure timing's where I think it is before we go racing.
All right.
General checks. Make sure we get all wide open throttle. Timing's good, tires are on, everything's tight.
And this is the new trailer you got for the circuit coming up.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, test drive on the trailer. It did good going 90 miles an hour all the way up here. And
of course
no swerving, no swaying.
There you go. Apparently the gear vendor is doing the Lord's work at 90 miles an hour.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't want to get caught in that slow lane.
Yeah, it's a nice little compact little trailer. That's great.
Yeah, I think after today I'll start figuring out how I want to organize it, get some different bins that fit in there and kind of have just a whole series of yellow top bins or something to put different stuff in.
As you can tell, I got here a little early. I was first in line. Unfortunately, I couldn't get tech to make it an 01. I thought it'd be kind of funny to make it 01 on the back, but oh well, that's fine. All right. Chris 3D printed these belt retainers, so I'm going to put these on the back bar right now so that my shoulder harnesses stay in place and won't slide around. Where do you want me?
You won't go over, you can, I don't care.
Number one? Thank you. Really? Rats! Alright, where do we go?
I'll push you. Let's see. We'll probably have to go all the way back under the bridge.
Here, let me, I'll help push.
All right.
It's a big car.
Well, they don't make cars.
Yeah, you know what?
Like that.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, fat. I don't know if I can squeeze this. Oh, fat. I don't know if I can squeeze this. That's where you see his truck. You go down.
Hey, it's an old Dana.
Yeah,
I threw that Dana together probably 14 years ago.
Yeah, give me credit. There's no oil on there, bro.
Hey, good. I'm not costing you any more work, just labor.
You bit paid by the hour. All right, man.
Appreciate it, fellas.
What are we doing over here?
Well, it turns out that first pass, kind of mild, but it radically missed third gear, and that took a lot of time off. I ended up running a very low 12, at 114 miles an hour. But car ran great, besides driver's error, which is, I'll admit that. It tracks great, it runs really good. But second pass in the burnout box, snapped the welds right off the very end of the aluminum drive shaft. I think the material was too thin, so we might end up having to go with a steel drive shaft just because we're just putting 700 pound-feet of torque through that drive shaft. And I think I tested the aluminum, the tensile strength of the aluminum to the very most. But thankfully the drive shaft did not kick up, it didn't hit anything, it didn't rattle the rings out or anything like that. So I didn't oil down the track, that's even better. So
This is what they call hashtag stick shift life.
that's, yeah. Hey,
Welcome.
Hey, listen, I didn't hurt the clutch. All the things I was worried about didn't go wrong. The one thing I didn't consider was snapping the drive shaft.
Nice.
Oh well.
Till next time.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of these. I'll do it again. With the Charger down for the rest of the day, I had nothing better to do than load it up on the trailer and take in some drag racing action. While walking the staging lanes, I came upon Tony Ashburn, a nearby neighbor to Chris Wozniak's. Tony's had this wild Pro Street 71 Challenger for a few decades now. Its cross-rammed stroker Hemi has little trouble annihilating those massive meats beneath it. After making 2 back-to-back mid-9 second passes, Tony loaded up the Challenger, saying he still had some chores to do back home. Unfortunately, a couple oil downs shut down the track and slowed the momentum down to a grind. I was able to put my feet up for a bit before Chris swapped out his Edelbrock VRS 750 carburetor for a tried and true Holley 850 that he had in his trailer and clicked off an all-time personal best ET of 11.37 seconds at 116 miles per hour. Chris even shaved his 60 foot down from 1.8 seconds to 1.569. I figured at least somebody was having some success today. Well, I won't say that things went great today, but it could have gone a whole heck of a lot worse. So for our first test and tune with the Charger, the final verdict was, unfortunately, we snapped our brand new drive shaft. We had this beautiful aluminum drive shaft made for us. You might remember back when we put the Silver Sport TKX 5-speed in the Charger. We went to Knoxville Driveline. They made us a beautiful drive shaft and super lightweight, really nice piece. Unfortunately, I'm not blaming the drive shaft on this one. I'm kind of in a good mood, and that is because I know for a fact that our traction setup is killer. We are hooking, and we are hooking hard. Our Mickey Thompson ET Street SS's, we brought down to 20 pounds, nothing too crazy, but our Caltrax were dialed in, and we had set up our QA1s at perfect bite. I was really happy with it, at least for the first pass. And my first pass, quite frankly, I failed on a couple reasons. Number one, absolutely missed third gear, and I had to back out and granny shift it into third gear. That ate a whole second of my time. That was, you know, I think we could have ran a low 11 had I simply got it into third gear. So that's on me, driver's error. But the fact that we snapped that drive shaft on our second launch, that tells me that we are biting, and we're biting really hard. This is great. So I'm very happy with that. What's the plan? We're gonna have to find a replacement drive shaft. Whether we go to steel, not sure. Whether we replace it with another aluminum, don't know yet. But we know where to go from there. And that's some pretty encouraging news. But I'm really glad that you guys tuned in to another episode of Mopar Connection Magazine. Of course, we're not just a YouTube channel. In fact, that's just a small portion of what we do here at Mopar Connection. We are the only Mopar enthusiast magazine, print or digital, doing any sort of hardcore tech. We're a digital publication. We produce what would be the equivalent of a 124-page magazine every month entirely for free. No subscriptions, no downloads. Nothing's coming out of your wallet, guys. As long as you've got a Wi-Fi signal, you can read the magazine. So why don't you go over to www.moparconnectionmagazine.com, where new articles are written and published every single day, Monday through Friday, entirely subscription free to you. We'll see you there.